The Lancaster League, O'Brien State Park. The following tape and many others were recovered by FBI intern Valerie Bardot and given to us. Bardot, leaving without a trace, she suddenly went missing at the end of her internship in Lancaster. Foul play is suspected. Well, that was a quick start. So long as Valerie is missing, these tapes will continue to be leaked. We give you a chance and this will be your last. Okay. I didn't even know that I had a chance to begin with. FBI warning, the information conveyed through this debrief training tape pertains to a prior investigation. It is imperative that agents refrain from viewing this material unless they possess the appropriate clearance and are under the direct supervision of an instructor. Any failure or comply with this directive will result in prosecution to the fullest extent possible under something I do not care. Case number 129876, tape purpose debrief, date 8/25/1988, clearance TS, missing person. Okay. Friend State Park, obviously inhabited by both Dakota and Ojibwe tribes. I don't know how to say it. It's now home to a year-round campus and hike as the park along with other states. Okay. The cause was unknown until found footage of missing person. Brady Kaufman provided something. Dang, it's too fast. I can't read. Brady Kaufman. On August 25th, Brady Kaufman, a male, visited the Brent State Park unaccompanied. The subject's behavior during this visit was unusual as intermittently started something. Subsequently, on August 26th, the subject was reported as missing. His body was discovered on August 30th and the recovered footage from his recording device will now be presented in chronological order, accompanied by annotations. Oh, I get to play that. I thought it was only reviewing stuff. Subject initial recording, the reason for the sudden recording. Oh, this looks... Would occasionally zoom on certain objects. Okay, would I? Well, interesting. Oh, this is bright. I feel weird. You just go into the woods? Okay, I don't go into the woods. Okay. This is... what? Oh, that's a rock. I'm not seeing anything yet. That would make me concerned. The subject turned right and went to the bathroom to shower. Okay, I went to the right apparently. I'm just gonna follow the directions because I'm actually just supposed to... I thought I heard something to my right. This is freaky. This guy's somehow beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Oh. Okay. Other person's camping site apparently. I cannot run the Okay. You seem fine. Well, this kind of made me jumpy a little bit. Other person camping site. Hello there. This is a weird kind of place where people apparently just camp out in the middle of the woods. Is that the bathroom? Oh. That looks like... Oh, that looks like the house from Slender Man. I hate that. Question, why would I... Oh! The subject stops filming, then takes a shower. It is estimated 10 minutes elapsed before the subject films again. Okay. Am I all by myself now? There were other people in here just a moment ago. Really that way? Okay. So I guess I'm heading back to my car now. This is interesting. Because I get to play the tape. Oh, I have little hops. I'm all refreshed. Hop hop. But this is interesting because I on one side only watch the tape, so I'm following the things that they tell me that the subject inside of the tape does, but I'm also playing the tape, which is an interesting method of doing that. Nice. That makes it feel for a short moment that I'm walking faster, like sprint, but it doesn't. Is that my place? Oh. Hi? It was my place, right? Hi. What are you doing at my... Okay. Upon return to the campsite, an unknown figure stands near the subject's tent. Neither campground records nor witnesses recall seeing a white male of this profile. Whether is this person here or who they are still remains unknown, but is not being actively pursued. The largest jump of time happens at this point within an estimate of 1 to 2 hour time elapse. The recording resumes with the subject 2 miles in the Hardwood Hill loop. Why the subject started the hike is not relevant to the Bureau's involvement. I guess I'm going down and not up. Interesting. So there was a weird person just standing at a place. There were so many people there. And now we're in the middle of the night in some hardwood hike. A flip is going on with this person. I wanted to say with us, but that's not us. I'm just watching the tape. Technically. I'm also playing the tape. I'm actively playing the tape, I just realized. Which is an interesting way of doing that. And I mean, there's other games that have done something similar to this. I don't know why. This feels kind of weird. It feels different despite the fact it not being something too different. I'm again way too comfortable and just talking casually over everything. So there's something gonna jump out at me and I'm gonna throw myself over the hill again because I'm not prepped for that. But right now, this is just a nice nighttime walk in the forest. Which I can tell you, I've done myself. You technically can even see it on the channel. Oh hi, I had something like that happen to me as well once. Actually while on a bicycle. Was riding my bicycle home from work and all of a sudden a deer. There was a little stutter. Just load something. A deer ran in front of me, and I nearly ran into the deer with my bike because it stopped in front of me. So I had to push the brakes rather hard, and I mean I screamed at the deer in hopes it would run away, and it actually just ran away afterwards. But yeah, that was a little bit terrifying. What's going on here? Oh, water. That does not feel safe. Yeah, it's safe. That's not a deer that I know of. Well, that's no deer I've ever heard of. But I mean, what do I know? Probably just not an Austrian deer, so... What do I know how they sound over there? At this point, this is actively just a nice little walking simulator through the woods. And it probably would try to get me super paranoid and uncomfortable, but... You know, the weird thing is just because I've done stuff like this... Oh... I mean, I haven't seen stuff like that. Yeah, okay. That's... The deceased deer was killed by entity. Oh, I cannot move forward. Oh! The subject encountered deceased deer attacked by entity. The film abruptly ends after subject detects entity in vicinity. Okay. Subject exhibits distress and flees off trail. Entity pursues subject and can be heard in proximity. The subject resumes filming approximately 4 minutes after pause. This marks the final pause. Okay, so we're gonna see the entity now, I guess. The subject is audible for the first time, displaying emotions of fear. The subject begins running. Shift multiple sounds of entities around it. Multiple sounds. So there's more than just one. Why are we here? You have infinite stamina? Oh. Okay. Just a little bit of a stutter there for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if that was just the game or if my whole computer stuttered there for a moment, I don't know what happened. Just running. Oh, I hear it. Oh, I hear it, it's behind me. I do not like this. Whoa! That wasn't interesting looking. The subject struggles against entity but sets away. The camera is severely damaged. Subject dropped something. Oh! Oh! Subject blood creeps into frame. Distant entities can be heard. Are we being pushed away? I think we've been pushed, pulled away. Brady Kaufman's death will occur over the next 5 minutes. The remaining footage has been cut short for viewer discretion. Additional entities can be heard and would later fight over the remains. The footage ends with the camera battery when the battery camera runs out. Camera battery runs out. Sectors remain were found scattered. Most flesh was consumed. Little personal items remained intact. The public was told it was an abnormal bear attack. Sure. That's correct. Tabia found. Okay. The subject's film was the first footage captured of S-0012. Ultimately, the subject's footage provided the Bureau proof to extend funding in its special operations to contain entities. This case marks the first of many successful entity resolution programs. Name Wendigo. Oh. Severe. Containability 3. Interesting. Wendigos are creatures originated from Native American tribes of the Great Lake region. The malevolent supernatural beings bring terror to forest dwellers and are linked to numerous missing person cases. Tall and enigmatic. According to recent intelligence, there has been a notable resurgence of the Wendigo, and the geographical distribution has now expanded southward toward Minneapolis. In response to this emerging threat, the Bureau has established a joint task force in collaboration with the Canadian CSIS to take immediate something. It is imperative to maintain strict operational security and keep the general public uninformed of these operations to prevent any unnecessary panic or interference. It is kind of fun. The story doesn't end here. Yeah, I kind of figured that. With the assassination are non-sleep story. Okay, I work as a secretary as a small FBI officer, man in the pink poncho something. This is fun. This is kind of like... It feels like a beginning of like... And I'm sorry, because this seems like it's creating its own universe, like 100%. But I'm gonna compare it to that because I'm a big fan of the SCP universe. And this feels like the beginning stories of like the SCP universe. Like they had the first case, and with that case, they started expanding everything and they started to make a special bureau for everything. And now they are a big organization that contain all these weird and freaking things. And yeah, it kind of feels like a start of that. And this is probably a whole different thing. It probably goes a little bit more towards like Man in Black kind of deal, which is technically the same thing. And I don't know. I really enjoyed that one a lot, and I'm gonna keep my eyes open for more Lancaster League games. Because that is fun. I like the idea behind that, where it is kind of a disjointed experience as well, because it feels like, yes, you're only watching the tape, but you're playing the tape, so you're actually running from everything. But there's like only so much freedom that you are granted, because this is a tape that you're watching. There's certain things that you do. I wonder if you actually can go against the things that it says down there, like when it says you go right, that you can head left, or if there's just an invisible wall and stuff like this, which I would assume. But I like the idea of it a lot, and I would love to explore this universe that they're painting here through these games more, so I'm gonna keep my eyes open for those Lancaster League games. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it too. See you next time. Bye.